Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to tell you about static routing, how to configure static routing using three routers in a packet tracer. So let me start. So initially we will take a packet tracer software. So let me take three routers here, router 0, router 1, router 2. Okay, so let me take the end device, that is PC. Now connect these PCs to these routers. So I'm going to connect it on fast Ethernet 0/0 port. Similarly connect these PCs to these routers. Okay, so I have connected these PCs to the routers. Now we have to connect these three routers together. So in order to connect these three routers together, we have to perform some modification inside the routers. So let us see what are the modifications. So first of all, go into the router 0. So there is one power button here. You can see there is a power button. You switch off this power, select the WIC1T card, and it will appear here at the bottom. So drag it and place here. Again, after that, turn on the router. Okay. So similarly, you have to do with this router 1 and router 2. So here in the router 1, we need two WIC1T card, since we have to connect two ports from this side as well as from this side. Okay, so we have to take here two ports. So turn it off, select this WIC1T card. So that drag and drop this WIC1T card. So again, turn on the router. Similarly, you have to do with this router. Okay, since it require only one port, therefore only one card. So now I am going to connect these routers together. So I have connected these routers together with the help of the serial cable. Now let us assume some of the network here. So I am going to take between this router and this PC 192.168.10. Network. Okay. Now from between this router and this PC I am going to take 192.168.20.0 network. So between this router and this PC I am going to take 192.168.30.0 net. So between these two routers I am going to take 10.0.0 network. So and here I am going to take 20.0.0 network. Okay, so I have assumed some of the networks here. Now with this network, this PC will become 192.168.10.1. Okay, and this f/0 will become 192.168.10.2. So this 10.2. Similarly, here 192.168.20.1, and here at this port 192 dot sorry, 168.20.2. Okay, so similarly you can take here. So that is 192.168.30.1. and this port 192.168.30.2. Okay, so here I will take on this serial port 10.0.0.1, and this serial port I will take 10.0.0.2. Similarly, I will take here 20.0.0.1, and here I will take 20.0.0.2. Okay, so I have assumed some of the IP addresses. Let us assign these IP addresses to these devices. So let me start with the PC0. So desktop. So what I have assumed this IP address as 192.168.10.1. So it will take default subnet mask. And next we have to assign the default gateway. So what is the default gateway? Default gateway is nothing but the IP address of this port, that is F0/0 interface. Since I am presently in this PC and I need to forward my packets from this network to the all the other networks. So for that purpose, my gate will be this one. That means this interface F0/0 will act as a gate for my network. So therefore it is acting as a default gateway. So we have to write the IP address of this default gateway as 10.2. Okay. So similarly I will assign to this PC as, so what I have taken here 192.168.20.1, and I have taken default gateway as 168.20.2. So this will be the default gateway again here. Okay, so now similarly we have to assign for this PC 192.168.30.1 and 192.168.30.2. Okay, so this 30.2 default gateway will be of this one. Okay, now let us configure these routers. Okay, so in order to configure this router 0, what are the ports connected to these routers? You can see here this port F0/0 is connected, as well as this serial interface is connected. So one more thing you can note here, there is a clock symbol here in the serial interface. So whenever such kind of interface you are come up with, you have to assign the clock rate here. Okay, so let us see how to configure this router. So go in the command line interface, no enable configure terminal interface. So it has 0/0 IP address 192.168. Remember that we have given 10.2 as a default gateway. Okay, this is the IP address of this default gateway dot 0. So again it is no shut. Okay, again with serial interface we are having 0/0 IP address 190, sorry, here it is 10.0.0.1 255.0.0.0. We have to assign the clock rate since it is having a clock symbol 64,000. It is fixed here, no shut. Okay, so it has been highlighted to a green signal. Similarly we have to do with this routers. So here are three interfaces connected, that is F0/0 serial interface 0/0, but there is no clock here, so no need to assign the baud rate here for our clock rate to this interface. And again we are having serial interface 0/1, we have to assign this clock rate to this interface since there is a clock. Okay, so this belongs to 10 network and this belongs to 20 network. So let us see, go to command line interface, no enable configure terminal interface F0/0, IP address is 192.168.20.2 255.255.255.0, no shut. Okay, so again one of serial interface, so IP address 10.0.0.2 255.0.0.0, no shut. Since there is no clock here, no need to assign the clock rate. Now again interface 0/1/0 IP address 20 interface serial 0/1/0 IP address, it belongs to 20 network here, 20.0.1 255.0.0.0. you have to assign the clock rate here, so it is 64,000 and no shut. Okay, so it has also come up with a green lights. Okay, similarly you have to assign the for this router, you have to configure this router. Okay, no enable configure terminal interface f0/0 IP address, so 192.168.30.2 255.255.255.0 no shut. Okay, another which interface I am having is serial interface. IP address is 20.0.0.0 255.0.0.0. So again, which interface we are having 0/0/0/0 IP address 20.0.0.2, so 255.0.0.0, so no shut. Okay, so you can see here all the signals have been turned to the green color here. Okay, now next we have to check whether these PCs can connect to each other. So let me ping from PC0 to PC1 to check its connectivity. So go to the command prompt of PC0, so ping 192.168.20.1. so you can see here it is showing as destination host unreachable. Okay, so let me check from this PC, so ping 192.168.10.1. so again it is showing as destination host unreachable. Okay, so now why it is showing means we have to configure some of the static route here. Okay, so how we will configure this static routing, we can see now. Okay, so now go to this first router 0. Now, so write the command as IP route. So here I am presently in the router 0. Okay, which are the interfaces connected to this router 0? This is 192.168.10. network it is connected, and 10.0.0. network is connected. Leaving these two networks, we have to advertise this router. We have to tell this router the addresses of all the other networks. In the static routing, we have to advertise our networks to the routers. So here in this router 0 is knowing only about 10.2 and 192.168.10.0 network and 10.0.0.0 network. So the router 0 is knowing only about these two networks. So we have to tell the router 0 about all the other networks. Okay, so for that what we have to do is IP route. So I am going to tell my router 0 about this network. Okay, IP route 192.168.20.0, so 255.255.255.0. now you have to write the next hop address. Now see here, when I am in router 0, my next hop address will be the address of this 10.0.02 interface, the address of this interface, that is 10.0.0.2 interface. Why? Because in order for my packets from PC0 to go to the other networks, so to go to other networks, the next hop is nothing but the address of the next router. So for this, whenever I am working with this router 0, my next hop address will be the the address of the next router. That means, so here for this router, the address of the next router will start from this 10.0.0.2. So I will write here as 10.0.0.2. Okay. So similarly, I have to tell my router 0 about this network. That means next I have to tell about this 20 network. So similarly, I have to write about, so 0 255.0.0.0. Again here next hop address will remains the same. Okay. Similarly, I have to tell my router about the other network, which is 192.168.30.0, 255.255.255.0. Again the next hop address will remain the same. Okay. Now exit and you can check it. So you can see here that this C represents directly connected network and S represent statically connected networks. So here 10 dot with this router, this 10 dot network is directly connected here, and this 192.168.10.0 is also directly connected here. Okay, these two are directly connected. Now this network 20 network is connected through the static routing via this 10 dot network. Via this 10 dot network, this 20 dot network is connected. Okay, similarly this 192.168.20.0 network is connected via 10 dot network. Okay, so and 192.168.30.0 network is connected via this 10.0.0.2 net interface. Okay, so this is about the router 0. Next, similarly you have to configure this router 1. So here now how many this router 1 is knowing about, this network, that is 192.168.20.0 network, because it is directly connected, and it is knowing about 10.0.0. network because it is also directly connected, and 20.0.0. network because it is also directly connected. So we need to tell this router 1 about the other networks other than the networks which are directly connected. That is, I have to tell the router 1 about this IP route 192.168.10.0 because it is not directly connected here. 255.255.255.0. Now from this router 1, if my packets are going in this direction, so my next hop address will become the address of this interface, that is 10.0.0.1. Okay, this interface will become my next hop address. It is in the different direction, so this one. Okay, now similarly for I have to tell him about the 30 network also. So 255.255.255.0. Now here which will be the next hop address? Now I am in this router 1, so the next hop address will be the interface 20.0.0.2. okay, next hop address, so 2. Okay, so exit. Again you can check it, IP route. So here it is having 3 directly connected network, 10.0, 20.0, as well as it is having 192.168.0, and all the other networks are statically connected, that is 192.168.10.0, 192.168.30.0 are connected through the static routing. Okay, similarly we have to configure this router 3 now. So now router 3 is knowing about this 20 network as well as this 192.168.30.0 network. So similar, we have to tell this router about all the other networks other than the networks which are directly connected. Okay, leaving this 20 network as well as 192.168.30.0, we have to tell my router about the all the other networks. Okay, so that is IP route. So first of all, I am going to tell him about this 20 network 255.255.255.0. Now which will be my next hop address? Now I am in this router 2. For this router, the next hop address will be this interface 20.0.0.1. okay, so 20.0.0.1. Similarly, I am going to tell him about this 10 network that which is not connected here directly. So next hop address will remain the same. So also it is not knowing about the 10 network, so it will remain the same. Okay, so you can see here show IP route. So it is having a directly connected network 20 192.168.30.0, statically connected 10 network, statically connected 192.168.10.0, and as well as it is having 192.168.20.0. Okay, so we have configured all these routers with the static routing. Let us now check whether these PCs are pinging each other or not. Okay, let me go to the PC 0. So before, when I was try to ping this 192.168.20.1 network, I have got that destination host and reachable. Now let us check whether the reply is coming or not. So 20.1. So you can see here the reply is coming from this 192.168.20.1 PC. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to ping this last PC 30.1. So you can see here reply is also coming from this PC. Okay. So check with other devices also. Now I'm going to ping from the PC 1 to other networks 192.168.10.1. So you can see here we are getting the reply. Okay, similarly I'm going to ping 192.168.30.1. So again we are getting the reply from this PC also. Okay, now check it with this PC. The command prompt ping 192.168.20.1. Okay, we are getting the reply. Fine, that's very fine. Okay, so now 192.168.10.1. So again we are getting the reply. So so with this we have done with the static routing for the three routers. Okay, so friends, if you like my video, please share, subscribe, and also comment. Okay, thank you.